Matt Damon is trying to get home in Christopher Nolan's adaptation of the Odyssey. My review right now. Welcome to Rest Reviews, my name is Daniel, and today I will be reviewing the epic fantasy film, The Odyssey. It's written and directed by Christopher Nolan, and it stars Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Anne Hathaway, Robert Pattinson, and Himesh Patel. Christopher Nolan is one of our best working directors today and has had quite a remarkable career, including with his last film, Oppenheimer, winning Best Picture and him winning Best Director. Now he's taken on the fantasy genre with The Odyssey, which is a genre he hasn't actually explored before in his career. This actually feels like a bit of a full circle moment for Nolan though, as he almost directed Troy back in 2004 before going on to do Batman Begins instead. While I don't think that The Odyssey is quite a top-tier Nolan film, it is still one of the best movies of 2026 so far. The Odyssey is based on Homer's epic poem of the same name, along with aspects from the Iliad and the Aeneid. It follows the Greek warrior Odysseus, played by Matt Damon, who is trying to get home after the Trojan War. He and his soldiers face a variety of obstacles from the gods and the mythological creatures along the way. Meanwhile, his wife Penelope, played by Anne Hathaway, fends off dozens of suitors who aim to take Odysseus' home in his absence. Like many before, I fell in love with The Odyssey back in high school, and I'm also a big fan of historical epics on film as they really challenge every department, so I was excited to see what Nolan was going to cook up here. To the surprise of probably no one, The Odyssey sees Nolan showing his ambition as a director once again. He tackles fantasy and even horror in spots with skill. Nolan and his cinematographer Hoyt van Hoytema are also pushing the medium as well, as this is the first film shot entirely on IMAX 70mm. Nolan's movie is epic in both scope and scale while telling this story, with dozens of settings and hundreds of extras on display. As with many of his other films, he tells the story in a non-linear fashion here, but it's pretty easy to follow. While I found the first two acts here to be very good, it's the third act that really stood out to me and is quite amazing, and one of the biggest achievements in Nolan's career. I won't say what it is, but there's a certain flashback sequence late in the film that kind of left my jaw on the floor. Many of the earlier sequences in the movie are awesome as well, including the Cyclops sequence and the Circe part. Despite the movie being almost 3 hours though, I do feel that it could have used about 30 minutes more, as some of the sections do feel rushed, such as the part with the sirens. The cinematography, visual effects, practical effects, costumes, and production design are all first rate here without being too flashy. There's also a grand and experimental music score here by the great Ludwig Göransson. Matt Damon is back in action hero mode here and is pretty great as Odysseus. Though I did miss some of the trickster side to the character, there's a noticeable absence of something during the Cyclops scene that I would have liked to have seen. Anne Hathaway and Tom Holland are also very good as Penelope and Telemachus, respectively. Hathaway perhaps gets the juiciest performance in the film. It has a lot of range and emotion to it. Robert Pattinson is also a standout among the large cast, and he's just a snake as Antinous. Perhaps the most surprising casting choice here is with John Leguizamo as Eumaeus. I thought he was going to be distracting because I didn't really see him fitting into a Nolan film, but he's actually really great. The Odyssey is also filled with a huge cast when it comes to the smaller roles as well, and almost to a distracting degree. You have Lupita Nyong'o, Samantha Morton, Zendaya, Charlize Theron, John Bernthal, Elliot Page, Benny Safdie, Mia Goth, and Logan Marshall Green, among others. I don't blame them wanting to take on any role in a Christopher Nolan film though. Before I give you my final thoughts and rating, please hit that like button if you're enjoying this review, and consider subscribing and enabling notifications if you haven't already. You can also find and follow me on the social media platforms Letterboxd, Blue Sky, Backlogged, and Award Expert. The Odyssey finds Christopher Nolan adapting Greek mythology with confidence. Matt Damon leads an impressive cast as they take on a wide variety of interesting characters. The film stumbles with its pacing and dialogue on occasion, but it's mostly a magnificent achievement in epic filmmaking. I'm giving The Odyssey an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's a great movie and I recommend seeing it on the biggest screen possible. That's just my opinion though. Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. And what's your favorite epic movie of all time? Mine would be Lawrence of Arabia. I just think it's one of the best movies ever. Thank you so much for watching this video. You can check out these other videos on Rest Reviews right now.